Hey guys, what's up? I'm Shark and we are back with more of the Legends ZA DLC. Let's go see what Corbo and the others want. There you are, my busy crew. Sorry to make you haul yourselves here every time we need to have a meeting. Afraid we can't really help it though. Folks seem to get spooked whenever they see me and Philippe roaming the streets. And hollow calls wear me down, you know? They don't have the warmth of a face-to-face chat. Anyway, down to business. Our research in hyperspace Lumiose is coming along, thanks to you all. We're still interested in the dark. We're still in the dark when it comes to that distortion hanging over the tower. Okay. But well, we've managed to stumble on a rather troubling discovery. How troubling? It seems more pockets of hyperspace are appearing as time goes on, and they're beginning to affect our world too. We've started getting reports that Pokemon from hyperspace Lumiose have been showing up here in regular space Lumiose. If we're talking worst case scenario, hyperspace Lumiose could eventually swallow the whole city. We can't let that happen. We sure can't. Luckily, it's not all bad news. Thanks to your research, we can now detect hyperspace distortions that we couldn't before. Be warned, however, parts of hyperspace Lumiose beyond these distortions likely hold even stronger Pokemon. Bring 'em on! With the three of us working together, we can handle anything. Let's go scour different parts of hyperspace Lumiose for berries and other ingredients. We gotta order up plenty of donuts from Chef Ansha. These ought to be of some help in your research, Soleil. I have like over 900. You don't need to keep giving me hyper balls or ultra balls. Sounds like you know what to do. What you want to do. Get to it. Cool. Welcome to Ansha's Donuts. I can now use 4 berries. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do... Order received. Let me get started at once. Ooh, that one's different. Okay. Humongo power. Sure. What have we got? Side mission detected. Let's go to that one, eh? You, there, young trainer. Could I ask a special favor of you? I'd like you to deliver this letter to the director of Etoile Academy. I would do it myself, but I'm afraid that certain circumstances prevent me from doing so. Please, would you deliver it in my stead? Merci. I knew you had a trustworthy face. This is the letter that must be delivered. Remember, you must give it to the director of Academy Etoile, no one else. There's nothing here. I wasted a donut on this? There is literally nothing here. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Was that guy... Was he alive? Where do we find the director? Oh! Oh my god, it's her! Oh, I remember you. You helped me find my ring before, didn't you? I did so appreciate your help then. And what good deed has brought you to Academy Etoile today? A letter for the director? Well, you found her. I am the director of this school. Where did you get this letter? No, never mind that. There's an even more urgent question that must be answered. Please, won't you come to Vert Sector 6 with me? I must visit Racine Construction at once. Wait, was that guy dead? Was that guy dead? Thank you for coming. I feel better having you here with me for support. I probably should have done this alone, but that letter you gave me, it raised so many questions. I suppose I ought to tell you what it said. I am sorry I left you behind without ever having the chance to tell you something. 14 years ago, I entrusted my precious ring to a certain man for repairs. The man's name was Tarragon, the owner of a shop called Racine Construction. Receiving a letter from my deceased husband! It's simply impossible, isn't it? I was afraid to come by myself to find out what the letter said is true or not. Are you Mr. Tarragon? That I am. How can I help you? Tell me. Do you remember a man coming to you 14 years ago asking for your help repairing a ring? That I do. I'd gone and taken my little canary to a fancy restaurant to celebrate her birthday. We hit it right off with the guy sitting next to us. Canary took to him like a ducklet to water. When he heard that what a dab hand I was at fixing things, he asked if he could help with a set in a stone that come loose from a ring of his. Told me it was a special ring, one of a pair he and his wife had exchanged. That man was my husband, but I'm afraid there was an accident, and he... I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am. But what a stroke of luck that something pointed you here after all these long years. I'd hope perhaps that ring... I'm sure I owe you something for your labor. There ain't no need for that, ma'am. I can't take this kind lady's money, but maybe, how about... I could take a battle with this young Soleil. How about it, kid? I'll be waiting in the garage if you're up for it. Oh, please, Soleil, won't you give this gentleman his battle? I can't stand leaving this debt unpaid. What the hell? What the hell? Let's get this Pokemon battle going. Come on, Beans. These Pokemon have gotten stronger. Ha, ain't that typical, but admit it, me and Excadrill gave you a run for your money, eh? We owe you big time, kid. Growing stronger and putting up a real challenge in battle's still just my small way of showing my appreciation. Consider it me paid in full, ma'am. I think it's high tide this ring made its way back home. What the hell? Soleil. I was so distraught when I lost my husband, and we never found his ring. But now our two rings are back together at last. I'll treasure them and all my memories of him. Goodness, you've found both my own lost ring. You found both my own lost ring and my husband's ring. You truly are You truly are a wonder, Soleil. Gotta admit, it's a weight off my shoulders too, having that ring back where it belongs. Ah. Neat. Cool. It's like, why? What's that one? I want to save the big one for, like, I don't know. We got Tinkaton! Or Tinka... whatever. It seems like destroying the Pokeballs is kind of a good thing, because you get, like, the... Oh well. I mean, we got everything here, so... What's that? Unidentified megastone. And a side mission. Help! Two Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon are fighting. It's a Rogue Mega Showdown. We can't just let them have at it. It could pummel the whole place to pieces. Please stop. I don't. Am I doing this on my own? You can't afford to lose this battle. You've got to try again. They one-shot everything. Wait, I might be able to use Absol's typing. How? Help. Oh, I am in over my head, eh? Oh my god. I don't think I can do this. It doesn't help that literally everything on my team is weak to either of those. I'm in over my head, yo. I am completely... I literally do not know what to do. I can't use items. I don't think I can do this. Can I leave? Yes, because I cannot do this one. Absolutely not. What the hell? If I sit on a bench, will I reset them? Because these kind of suck. Literally everything on my team is weak to either fighting or ice. Or, like, whatever. I mean, I only did that to evolve a couple of Pokemon, so it's fine. We got Bug, we got Fire, we got... Where's the Pokeball? I wish they'd, like, tell you where the golden Pokeball is. Oh my god, it's right here. just gonna do what I normally do in Pokemon games, and that is hoard items like my life depends on it. Alright, I think we've done everything here. There we go. Golisopod without emergency exit might be incredible. If I wasn't recording, I would 100% be shiny hunting Goomy. Yeah. The problem is every single, like, I would do that one again, except my entire team is weak to either fighting or ice. Yeah, we don't need one of the 2-star ones. Catch an alpha Pokemon. Wimpod. I need to find an alpha Pokemon. No. Come on! I didn't get any alpha Pokemon spawned in. I mean, whatever, I completed it, but like... Whatever. We're at the next level anyway. I wonder if that'll evolve into the other pattern. Fine work out there. You've accumulated enough points to advance our research. There's also a particular hyperspace distortion we ask that you look into. We've marked it on your map. Best of luck. Okay, let's see what that is. Hi. I don't need 2 dark types. Oh, it's up there. How do I get up there? Oh, this is where I shiny hunted Cleffa. It was kind of awful. Looks like there's a Pokemon in danger of rogue mega evolving through here. Hey, don't forget about me. There's no forgetting someone like you, Urban. Admit it, Karina, you were completely about to forget him. What is it? Something's been bothering me. Team MZ stopped the tower when it went wild, and the tower was what caused Rogue Mega Evolution, right? So why are Pokemon in Hyperspace Lumiose still Rogue Mega evolving? Maybe it's a ripple effect from all the mega power that overflowed when the tower went nuts. Well, it looks like our opponent here will be a Staraptor. Staraptor becomes a flying fighting type Pokemon once it Mega Evolves. Electric types will come in handy, if you've got any. What about Ice? You know, I didn't even think. What about Ice? Because I've got Frostlass. We're gonna go with Frostlass. If Frostlass doesn't work, then we'll go with Lighthouse. Magnificent. Where'd it go? Can I heal? Okay. Oh no. I didn't want to rogue Mega Evolve. Eh. Help. Help. Where'd it go? Do I have to? It almost killed me. It's so little. Staraptite. Wow, Megastaraptor nearly kicked our butts. You can say that again, Karina. I can't believe how much stronger even rogue Pokemon are in Hyperspace Lumiose. Hey there, you three. We saw the rogue Mega Evolution readings disappear. Good work over there. Go ahead and call it a day. We'll get to work analyzing the data we've got. Ah, the telltale golden gleam of another giant Pokeball. Better break it open and... More butter. Now this looks like good stuff. Why don't we call it Great Butter? I bet this will level up Ansh's donut game. Nice battling, Soleil. Now let's get back to Hotel Z. We're back. Show Ansha what we found, Soleil. Whatever could it be? More wonderful butter. How lovely. You know where, man? I'm starting to crave a nice Hotel Z dinner. I'll get started in the kitchen. What's it like paddling rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon in Hyperspace Lumiose? They're way too strong. You give them a run for their money, Soleil. It's nuts how powered up the wild Pokemon in Hyperspace Lumiose are. I suppose that's why why the hyperspace level phenomenon Carbo mentioned to us. I'm surprised you're still able to beat them. Well, we've got our ice up our sleeve, right, Ansha? Right, Mr. Carbo taught me something intriguing. When Soleil and company pass through a hyperspace distortion, it appears their Pokemon receive a portion of the power that Hoopa gained from eating its donut. Whoa, that's cool! Your donuts and Hoopa's power really are working in beautiful harmony. Hey, let's dig in. We gotta keep up our energy to sustain our Hyperspace Lumiose research. It was nice of Lebon to send us some apology goodies to go with dinner. Lebon's a strong Mega Evolution user too, right? Gotta challenge her to a battle soon. Part of being a Mega Evolution successor is seeing the different ways trainers and their Pokemon use it. You just got done battling a rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon and you're still hungry to do to battle a Mega Evolution user? Yeah. I'm out to experience Mega Evolution in all its incredible shapes and forms. Are we gonna have another insane, like, instance? Hey, Ansha, the distortion above the towers got you worried, huh? Yeah, I feel it's as if I can almost hear a voice calling faintly from it. Well, that's eerie. Maybe there's a Pokemon on the other side that's trying to tell us something. We have to keep surveying to find out, which means we'll need your donut teamwork. Anyway, you'd better head back to your hotel for the night before Laban blows a gasket. I mean, before Laban gets worried. I suppose I'd better. Good night, Miss Karina. What? Way. Stay. Stay away. What? That's not ominous or anything. It's good that Jet announced we're looking into hyperspace distortions and all, but I gotta say, I'm kinda shocked everyone in the city isn't really panicking. And what about you, Urban? Is it really okay that you keep living off Quasartico for this? There's definitely a stack of work waiting for me at Quasartico, but surveying hyperspace Lumios is more urgent. The whole city's counting on us. That's what's up. I can see why you're Team MZ's leader. Between you, me, and Soleil, we can save any Pokemon that Rogue Mega evolves. How noble to save Pokemon not only for our city, but of hyperspace Lumios too. What an amazing bunch Team MZ is. Thanks, Ansha. I'm proud to be helping your hyperspace Lumios survey work along with Miss Karina. There would be no surveys without you two. You're practically Team MZ members yourselves. Wait, what? I thought we'd already added them to the team already. Well, I haven't got Team MZ logo anywhere on my garments. I couldn't bring myself to stitch up your haute couture coat with our logo, Ansha. Hello, Team MZ. Lovely morning to you all. I hate to put a damper on the day, but we're not done analyzing your survey data yet. I'll let you know the moment we've got something to report. Be good until then, kids. I don't know how Kerbo got to be our official go-to guy for all things hyperspace Lumios, but he's surprisingly on the ball. Ooh, I've got kind of a neat idea. I just thought it'd be fun to see the sights of Lumios instead of twiddling our thumbs here. You can't be satisfied shuttling between here and Rishimir, right, Ansha? Well, since you mention it, I've been hoping to experience Café Soleil for myself. There you go. I've got an exhibit I want to see at the Lumios Museum. Sounds lovely. I'd like to pay the museum a visit too. Then we got ourselves a plan. First stop, Lumios Museum. Second, a little sophisticated lounging at Café Soleil. Want to be our guide, Soleil? You definitely earned a break from making donuts, Ansha. Time to be a kid and have fun. We're off to Lumios Museum. See you there. Karina, please wear something more suitable. Le musée, le café. She's really going out dressed like that. Huh? What are these? Battle zones. Alright, where's the okay. One look at the Lumiose Museum and you can tell it's remarkable. If buildings were Pokemon trainers, this one would be a champion for sure. I've never had the chance to visit, even with how close it is to Hotel Rishimi. I'll be your tour guide as long as you two don't mind that I know nothing about art. By all means. Then let's begin with that painting over there. Lead the way, Miss Karina. What a fantastical looking city. Does a place like this, does such a place really exist? It sure does. The gym leader there is pretty mystifying herself. The tree in the painting is supposed to be 1500 years old. Maybe AZ watched it grow up. I'm sure his long years of wandering took him to all kinds of places. I would quite like to see this 1500-year-old tree. It's ours for the seeing. People can go practically anywhere as long as they've got Pokemon. My dear mama once told me the same thing. She said it's part of what makes a trainer's partnership with their Pokemon so amazing. I've gone all over the place with Lucario and the rest of my team, and I think your mom's spot on. Okay, let's see what's upstairs. One truly appreciates the scale of Lumiose City when seeing it laid out this way. Hotel Rishimi and this museum would be right over there, right? Indeed, they're a fairly long way from Hotel Z, with many people filling the city in between them. Yeah, the city's sheer charm draws all kinds of people here. The Lumiose can be a disaster magnet. That big power outage, the tower ran wild, and now there's Hyperspace Lumiose too. That's true, as much as I hope to find that fine legendary Pokemon in hyperspace. The idea that Hyperspace Lumiose could merge with Lumiose is troubling. It'll be okay. Yeah, that's why we're doing all this survey work, to make sure things turn out okay. Plus, we're gonna find what's causing this rogue mega evolution and stop it. We won't let those poor Pokemon keep suffering. Indeed, I'll make donuts diligently to support you. Is it alright if we go see the display that's over there? It's remarkable that people in the olden days used handmade Pokeballs to catch Pokemon. They sure had it rough. Thank goodness we can mass produce them now, like at the Pokeball factory here in Kalos. Getting interested in catching some Pokemon for yourself, Ansha? It seems it seems like you're more Hoopa's friend than its trainer, but I bet you do a great job. I'm not quite sure I'm up to the challenge of becoming a Pokemon trainer. Especially considering the examples I'd have to live up to. Such as my dear, mighty mama. Being a Pokemon trainer doesn't mean you always have to try to be the strongest one, you know? Although, I'm curious how it feels to reach rank A in the ZA Royale. Anything to share, Soleil? I was too busy to notice. Makes sense, you were doing it so you could stop the tower from wrecking the city after all. Well, Ansha, if you change your mind about becoming a trainer, let us know. We'll put you through my special coaching process. You're very kind. I'll consider it. Shall we move on to the next exhibit? This is the Temple of Sinnoh. They say some legendary Pokemon appeared here. I wonder if we found a section of Hyperspace Lumiose resembling this temple. Do you think the fine legendary Pokemon I'm looking for would be here? Hard to say. Maybe the Pokemon you're after had something to do with this temple. That would make sense. Hey, don't forget, you've already got a spectacular Pokemon in Hoopa right here. Maybe it seems like no big deal since you're together all the time, but this one's special. How'd you meet Hoopa anyway? I happened upon Hoopa. I suppose it was about 6 months ago now. The poor thing looked much worse for wear. It seemed to have just lost a battle with the mighty Pokemon it played a prank on. But I fed Hoopa a freshly baked donut and it perked up right away. It's stuck by my side ever since. It helped me visit hyperspace as well. Whoa, so your donuts were so tasty that they unlocked Hoopa's inner power? I guess people and Pokemon meet for a reason, even if they're not their trainers. Okay, my turn to pick an exhibit. Follow me. Wait, Miss Karina? Check out this painting, Ansha. What is this place? It's called the Tower of Mastery. I trained there for ages. Did you always know you wanted to be a Pokemon trainer, Miss Karina? Not exactly. When I was a kid, my parents were super busy, kind of like yours, Ansha. I hung out with my grandpa a lot, and I naturally started to follow in his footsteps. That's how I ended up becoming a trainer. Is there a conversation about whether you want to be a trainer weighing on you? I suppose so. It's mostly to do with my dear mama. I look up to her very much, so I'd love to be able to gift her with that fine Pokemon. But if I became a trainer, I worry I'd never live up to the standards she'd set. Maybe, maybe not. I bet as long as you do what you really want, she'll be happy for you. That's what my grandpa wanted for me anyway. Although he does sometimes sigh and ask what happened to the quiet little kid I used to be. Goodness. Either way, you're already amazing, Ansha. Even if you aren't a trainer, you've befriended a Pokemon like Hoopa. That's really something. Anyway, I think I'm all museumed out. Should we head to the Blue District and visit Cafe Soleil? Yes, please. Is something weird gonna happen on the way there? Welcome, may I help you? So this is Cafe Soleil. What a lovely looking place. I'll order for us. Go ahead and grab a seat. Do you take your coffee with sugar, Ansha? I'll try without. That's how my mama takes hers. Why are we giving the, child coffee? This is the flavor Mama loves so much? I may need to wait and approach it again when I'm a bit more grown up. Why are we giving coffee to the child? Your Soleil blend is looking real good to me. Trade you for my Moo Moo milk tea? If you don't mind, I've already taken a sip. Deal. Let me guess, Hoopa, you're thinking you'd rather have one of Ansha's donuts than this stuff. You get an amazing boost of power whenever you eat Ansha's donuts, right? But even so, you took licking from some amazing Pokemon before Asha found you. And then he went and took Asha into the hyperspace with you. I guess I'm just realizing how glad we should be that she came back unharmed. We wouldn't be able to do any of our survey work in Hyperspace Lumiose without you two. So if things get rough, ask us for help. We gotta take care of you. Let's keep up the good work for all of Lumiose's sake. When you think about it, what Asha's doing is way more impressive than just being a trainer. Right, Soleil? It's definitely impressive. Thank you for saying so. Looking back, it was reckless of me to dive headlong into Hyperspace Lumiose, but when Hoopa pried open the distortion, I simply couldn't fight my curiosity. Yeah, that's human nature. Who wouldn't want to try to peek through and see what's on the other side? You do the same thing right, Soleil? I'd totally peek. I knew it. Wow, I lost track of time chatting. I bet we'll hear from Kerbo pretty soon, huh? Most likely. As much as I hate for our fun to end, we better return to Hotel Z. The gang's all back. How was playing tourist for a change? Oh, it was lovely. What a luxurious way to pass the time. Lucky you. I wish I could have tagged along. You can visit the museum and go to cafes literally anytime you want. You just don't get it, Naveen. I guess we've got more important things to talk about. Indeed, we're not done derailing the conversation. We have something for you, Asha. Whatever could it be? Hi, look at my apron. It's emblazoned with our logo. Just a little something we whipped up while you were out on the town. Welcome to Team MZ, Asha. Thank you. I'm so pleased to be matching with everyone at last. How come only Asha gets a logo? Can't you sew one onto my outfit too? The megastones all over your clothes don't leave much space to work with, Karina. Oh, true. These megastones are symbols of my bonds with my Pokemon. I'd never take them off. Logo or no-go, Karina, you're part of Team MZ too. Well, that was fun. Wait, did you all hear that? It sounded like it came from the strategy meeting room. Let's go see what it was. No one seems to be here. Guess we've got ghosts. Please don't start. What's wrong? Getting flashbacks to Rogue Mega Bayonet? Come on, Naveen, you're not actually scared. What the hell? Ah! This Gulpin must have come from Hyperspace Lumiose, right? Yeah, I know Emma's been dealing with cases where Pokemon mysteriously appear, and I think this Gulpin probably turned up the same way. Yeesh, I bet Pokemon will pop up like this all over the city if we don't take care of things. What shall we do about our Gulpin guest? I wonder if the tasty smell of Chef Ansha's donuts lured it here. I suppose it could just live here, couldn't it? AZ let Pokemon stay here after all, and I'm willing to forget it gave me the scare it gave me. Hello again, Helper Squad. Sorry for the hold-up. We've gone over the data from your missions. We've learned something big. I need our Rogue Mega Evolution Task Force over here pronto. All 3 of you. Wow, you're a task force now. You gonna go, Urbay? Obviously. Lita, Naveen, you two can hold down the fort and look after Ansha. We definitely owe Kerbo an in-person visit after all the data crunching he's done. Let's go. I actually think this is where I'm gonna call it for this one. Just because this has been going on for a while. So thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, stay safe, and this is Shark signing